And we're inside the tower. So I love that. It was a 20-second friggin' chapter. Look, I'm doing episodes by chapter. That's just going up as its own episode. That's how this is going to work. Alright, let's see what we got. I'll probably upload this on the same day I upload that one, because otherwise that would be cruel. Or just weird. Alright, we got... This is presumably the puzzle we have to solve, and there's a bunch of ancillary stuff around here. That looks like a thing. Handle. That goes in there. Well, something goes in there. We have a lock. A lock that you can rotate, apparently. So I've got to find a key, and I've got to adjust the lock to fit the key. Would this work physically? I doubt it. That looks like a normal key slot now. I'll find a key for that. I think this has to... Can I not? Alright. I either have to put something in there and then slide it around, or I can't grab hold of that, so... This, I think, has to move over there, though. We've got... That's something. Sort of a reflection. Is there anything in there? I should look, by the way, through the eyepiece to see if there's anything written on the walls or on the side of this. Any fingerprints. There's a big metal block just there. That doesn't seem to do anything. There's another one of these reflection... These red mirrors. And a doorway that clearly has to open. Another one on the top that I can't select. Two little squares. I don't know how much of this means anything immediately. It won't let me select this. I don't know what that is or does. I guess I'll have to find out. Alright, let's start here and just work our way around. We've got... For starters... Ew. What is that? Ooh, that's cool. That's awesome. It's like some kind of, ferrous liquid. What do they call those? The, It's like got magnets in it, or magnetic, fluid in it. Oh, it says numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I wonder if this is... I want like something like this in real life. I'm sure you could make it. That's awesome. Looks a bit like, I don't know what it looks like, actually. Well, there are two... There definitely looks like there are two slots, so I think I've got to find another handle, and I can slot one around the outside. This looks electrical. I want to touch that. Alright. Something has to retract these bars. I think I have to, like... power something or charge this up. Got these two little balls that look like something Michael Faraday might have made in his basement in the 1850s. This whole place gives me those sorts of vibes. But I've got to find something that goes in there. By the way, let's just check the rest of it. Doesn't look like anything else I can fiddle with. Something definitely goes in there. Okay. Oh, okay. It's got a little reticle. So I've got to point this at something. I'm not sure what. Possibly these bits. Or maybe something has to open there. So I need to probably be redirecting something. Probably a laser. Well, that looks like a kinetoscope from Bioshock Infinite, so I think there's some kind of film reel or slide reel that has to go in there. And again, I think that has to be powered. Nothing in these drawers, by the way. Nothing on that lamppost. This chalkboard. I can't quite read it. Potential something. I'm sure this is all very important. I don't know if it's relevant. Half of it is too dark to read. Alright, moving onwards. We got a book. Let's start with that. Oh, apparently not. It doesn't want me to start with that. So we got 1, 2. Something that will open this door connected to number 1 and number 2. We also got a drawer with the number 1 on it, which opens out and gives me a screwdriver. A flathead screwdriver. Ooh, I like the detailing on the wood there. Nothing that turns on it, so I've got to find some screws to unscrew. And also a piece of... what's this? Experiment 2.07, subject beta 4 ratus ratus. Subject necrosis significantly halted by pre-mortem application, I think, of serum 05. Temporary muscular to reflex restoration witnessed with post-mortem electrical stimulation of range 75 to 85 milliamps. What are you doing, Frankensteining stuff? Is that what you're trying to cure death? Trying to bring a dead rat back to life. So he reduced necrosis of the corpse, but muscular reflex restoration. Well, yeah, if you put an electricity through dead muscle, I mean, it will appear alive, but that doesn't actually mean it's coming back to life. It's just being sort of zapped. There's a star-shaped indentation here, something we'll have to go into. Probably turns all these clockworks. I gotta find some screws to undo. These have got to turn somewhere to open this door. So I've got two doors to open. And I can't select this book, so I don't know what they've written down in it. They've probably got all the answers in there. Another redirection mirror. I already know what that is. I'll have a look where it's pointed in a second, but I want to read this first. Experiment 1.27, subject alpha 17, Lamprina orata. I don't know what that is. I don't know my scientific names for random animals. Subject unresponsive to postmortem application of serum 04, comb with electrical stimulation of range 10 to 100 milliamps. Corpus degradation considerable with high amperes. Conclude Cleopatra... Cleopatra unsuitable for further study. Is that a butterfly? That might be a butterfly. Okay, yeah. So laser goes through here and into this redirection cube, and that's got to find... Oh, does that point to here? That might go to there. I don't see anything else it would point at. Let's pre-aim it, in case it does. And if it doesn't, I'll figure it out. Alright, we got a circuit breaker. That doesn't stay there, so it slides back. I think some kind of battery has to go in there. That'll charge that up and then activate the laser. So I've got to find a battery. Bunsen burner. Test tube rack. Can't select these books or any of this stuff behind here. I'd probably spend a bit of time at least flicking through some of these books just out of curiosity. We've got a ew. That looks a bit like the sea monster I just saw, but isn't. Well, that'll be what my flathead screwdriver's for. I should actually. I'm just thinking now, after I've already unscrewed it away. Should I be opening the thing with the obvious monster inside of it? This is probably going to end badly, but that's all I can do for now. A wooden box. Oh, this is moving faster. I probably angered it. And it stopped making a sound, though. It slowed down a bit. And then stopped. Maybe I killed it, whatever it was. Oh. Well, now I feel bad. I'll have a look at that box in a second. Clearly I've got to fiddle with that. So what do you want? You want 3 numbers connected to 3 symbols. Alright. Well, the numbers I've got are here. Back off. There's nothing obviously related to that. I've got my screwdriver back, by the way. See, that definitely plugs into something. 2... Does that go on something? Perhaps down here? 2 square plugs. By the way, this has got a beetle. I didn't notice. A sort of... what are they called? A rhino beetle? That goes somewhere. It doesn't plug on the top. Yeah, I've got to do something with these things. I think you redirect a laser to them, and it'll probably open that section. All right, I've got. Oh, I think that might be conduits for. I think this might be the battery. I think it's square enough. It's sort of the right shape. I just need to open the box. Okay. Oh, I see. So the symbols here correspond to the number of that. So, sort of a river symbol. Okay, so these correspond to the numbers, so it's a code. It's simple. Okay. River symbol goes to number 1. S with a line through it, but not a dollar symbol, is a number 7. And line with an upside down T next to it is the number 3. Swings open. Okay, yeah, battery. The box then goes away, and I plug the battery. Well, I've got two options. I can plug the battery in here, or I can plug the battery in here. And I think I want to start... Well, this was nearby, so I'm going to plug it in here. I think it might be out of charge. Okay, so I'm going to charge it up. And do you know what? I've just realized that winding thing, that's a charging station. So I've got to plug the battery in here to charge it. Yeah. So I would wind that up to hand crank the energy. Would plug in here. Sliding over. And then those retract. Okay, and then I slide that around to create the charge. I'm filling up that little icon. It's a little imprecise in the way it does things. Alright, it has now created enough electricity. And if I pull this handle... it'll push that charge into the battery, and it'll hold it, and then I can take it over there. That's a fun little minigame. Okay. Plug her in. Charge is full now. It's green. Let's flip the switch, and that will send a charge through to create a laser beam. And I assume I have to turn this to focus it, just like in the previous game. If I find the right focus point, it'll go through. I can see the laser this time without needing my eyepiece. So let's aim it. There. That apparently recognizes it. Doesn't reflect. Oh no, it sends it through the box to another location. Okay. And gives me the star-shaped handle to plug into what I believe was... it was somewhere. Alright, so I've got to find another redirection. I imagine it has something to do with that handle, which I just blasted through. Where did that handle need to go? Ah, down here. Turn that. Oh, is it changing the draw? Okay, draw number 2. Did that not affect that? Has that got anything to do with it? Alright, we've got 2 separate draws. If I pull that out, there's going to be different stuff in it. Ah, a slide reel. A drum of images. And a letter from Kirkton Sanatorium, Infirmary and Municipal Dispensary for Consumptives. 21 Urquhart Mount, Aberdeen, Scotland. Is that where we are? Dear Professor de Montfaucon, while I don't doubt your altruistic motives, your sister's condition is not aided by her continued confinement to your estate. I beg of you to see Madame Lucy return to the sanatorium as early as can be arranged. Yours, Dr. Beckett. Okay. So the professor, who I think ran this place, was confining his sister, who required to be in a sanatorium, so she was ill, or she had been at some point. He was experimenting on his sister? Is that what a sanatorium's for? Because I've heard the word a lot, but it's a home for consumptives, as the title said. So she had tuberculosis. Not a good diagnosis in this era. What does that tell us? It tells us that we got a guy who's attempting to cure death. He's testing it on rats and... Are they butterflies? No, butterflies are lepidopterans, aren't they? I don't know what a Cleopteran is. Trying to bring life back to that which has died. So, if his sister has tuberculosis, and it's the late 19th century, as I suspect it is, then it's very likely that he's delved into the dark magics, as it were, in order to save her life. Or at least, or bring her back. If she was feeling consumptive, she wasn't dead yet, according to the sanatorium. Or maybe he was just preparing her for what had become inevitable. I think I need another battery here. Or do I take... Can I take this one out? No, that's there. I can't move this around anymore, so that's locked on. Alright, so I've got that. That's cool. But I need something. I need another battery to be able to... If I look in here, I can't. Yeah, I need another battery there. So... What am I presently missing? Where would I find another battery from? See, it's reflecting off there and going to here. Something needs to be mounted, probably here, and then moved. That still doesn't move. I can't, like, yank that up. And I can't maneuver that or remove the battery, as far as I can tell. Okay. Hold on. I almost missed this. I bet you anything. Number 1 had a similar slide I didn't notice. On this side. Okay, bugs, and another sting, and what looks like another reflection point. Subject, experiment, sorry, 5.01, subject EH, upper right appendage, severed at glenohumeral joint. Necrosis in subject halted completely via pre-mort application of serum O5, followed by post-mortem application of serum O4. Perfect muscular reflex witnessed with electrical stimulation at 77 3/4 milliamps. This is subject EH. That's not your sister, is it? I can see the thing there, but I want to check something. Is her name... likely to be? I just want to see if I can get the lore in. No, Monfaucon. Her sister would be de Monfaucon. Lucy. No, it's not his sister there. I'm looking for an LM, I think. Or LDM. Alright. First of all, let's pull this little switch. Shlump. We've also got... what's that? A large handle. Alright, I think I know where that goes. Nothing down there. It's just a probably a label for this bug. I think more bugs go on here. There's 4 missing. 3 that have been... sorry, 5 that have been nailed there. And 3 more that I probably want to plug in. Alright, I think that handle goes here. Yep. Oh, okay. Well, let's go to where I think it goes, to that hex-shaped... that one. There we go. And that gives me a... nothing I can pick up, but I think that'll somehow affect the laser. It does look reflective. There we go. Sort of a prism. I guess refract, technically, rather than reflect. And that points to that one, which I think I need to point at the bug. Alright. We've got a bug with a surface on the back. Lights up. Okay, one unlocked. Oh no, both of them are unlocked. Okay, cool. Open it out. And then there's another battery. Sweet. Let's charge that one up. The battery, large rhinoceros beetle. I think I need to put that in its correct spot. And another note. Oh dear. Experiment 13, subject L. Cardiac viscous. Necrosis halted indefinitely. Manual operation at 77 and 3/4 milliamps. Facsimile of life restored only with proximity to raw null. No further avenues, no way back. Dear Lucy, forgive me, I was too late. That was the doctor. I think that's the same handwriting that the doctor who was treating her in the sanatorium was writing with. So yeah, he was experimenting on his own sister to keep her alive. Cardiac viscous. Is that just the heart? He was experimenting on a heart. Facsimile of life restored only with proximity to raw null. So he was trying to cure death. Any chance I know what a rhinoceros beetle is called? Goes in the middle there, apparently. Okay, luckily I don't have to guess. Alright, so that goes there. Apparently there are 4 more bugs to select. That guy's poor sister. Either she was dying or he sort of offed her in order to experiment on her. I mean, anything's possible at this point. Alright, same deal. Alright, energy up. Try to do this properly this time. Whomps. Oh dear. Think we blew a fuse. I have to find another one of those. Okay. Burnt out fuse, I'll discard it. I gotta find a replacement fuse. Mildly out of ideas. Where would I go to find a fuse? Any chance I don't need this anymore? This might have a fuse in it. No, I need the laser still. Is there something I can turn off or I don't need? I'll have another look around with the light fixture. Okay. With the eyepiece. Hold on. Aha! That's what you want to be looking at. An insect. Pop it up there somewhere. Alright, there's 2 more somewhere. Is there any chance there's going to be one on the underside of number 1? Let's... Oh, couldn't hurt to have a look. No. Not this time. I lost my screwdriver, by the way. See, that looks like it's something. Like, I'm sure it does. Another label here. Okay. If I were a fuse, where would I be kept? Something around something electrical. Syringe. This is working fine. Anything opened up here? I think I need to get that bug out of there. What is it? Something stupid, isn't it? Something I haven't thought of. Ah, ha 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 ha. There you go. I looked everywhere with the thing except for on the top of that jar. Does that go in here? No. Broken plaque. Degen. Okay. It looks electrical. Probably goes... I want to say... No. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out what I've got missing that would have that go inside of it. Something on the side of the star indentation. I'm looking for a square, sort of pyramidic indentation. That definitely doesn't go in there. 3DE. Something electrical is on here. Have I missed a piece of plaque that is broken somewhere? Where's that supposed to go? Doesn't go on there. Oh no, I think it might go in here. Let's try that. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Thought I was missing something. There's a spare fuse. Hide those away. Yeah, because you know what you want with your fuses? You want them to be really difficult to access when you need them. Because whenever I'm replacing a fuse on my breaker box, I always put them behind a sort of fancy locked system. I never keep them in like an easy to access toolkit. I'm gonna have to do more speeding through on that one. I'm proud that so far I've gotten through it without having to need the hints. That's what I'm happy with. I just don't... One day I'm going to come across a thing I'm just going to be completely blanked. But so far, I've got a charged battery. So far I haven't needed the hints. It's just taken me a bit longer than maybe... You know, I'm not speedrunning this thing. I'll say that much. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, gross. I'm not sure. Yeah, again, like, if you pump energy into a dead arm, it's gonna move. Muscles react to electricity, but it doesn't mean it's alive. Two symbols. VV and O through it. Okay, that records it on the thing. Oh, there's a bug now in this. How did that get in there? I think you got an infestation. Okay, I don't need to write this down. It's there. I have a piece of paper and a pen nearby this time. Alright, let's plug that in there. Then that opens up and gives me the handle. And I think I know what those symbols mean. I want you here. Okay, cool. So it sort of combines. Is it combining two? Oh, I'm not sure what that's making. There's a lot of possible symbols it could mean. But what it wants is probably that one there and that one here. Oh, key. A strangely shaped key. Well, I think that goes in the lock on the side of the... inside of this. So you want an arrow pointing upwards. And then sort of a double cross. Not sure where it's getting the space to turn that, frankly. There's that stag beetle. That definitely looks like it does something, but... Hold on. No, I can't see anything behind it. You got 3 selections. They correspond somewhere to something. I've assumedly got to find that. But I know what to do with the stag beetle for now. Right in the middle. Sweet. Alright, I think I gotta redirect. It would seem like... Oh, now I can access it. That goes there. And then... I bet that's blocked off by that metal... that metal bar. So if I try to aim it... Oh, no, it's not. It's like more of my eyepiece. A lens, it looks like it would fit my eyepiece. Oh, I'm upgrading my lens. Okay. Before I look at the world through my new upgraded lens, I'm going to read this note. From my old friend. Welcome. It seems to be my fate to be forever standing on the shoulders of greater men. Montfaucon's work here makes mine appear that of a child. But he never cracked the final secret to the doors as I have. He carried with him the key all along, and he never realized. The soul is the root of the null. It comes down to a simple trade. Mine for hers and hers for yours. The heart is the seat of the soul. Travel well and don't look back. Whatever you see here, don't ever look back. Okay. Mine for hers, is that Lucy? And hers for yours. My soul. So, yeah, the null is the... I bet this will tell me what's on here. Hold on, I'm gonna back out to full length before I do this. Yeah, the null element is the supernatural. Well, it's hell, right? It at least connects to the afterlife in some manner. I don't know. Let's look through this lens. This is gonna be freaky. Boom. Oh, we got green. We got a lot of writing. They've written all over the walls in mathematical text. Nope, can't read most of these. Maths was never, like complex maths was never my strong suit, but I'll bet you anything. Yeah, it'll have here. So, okay, I've got to find the 3 symbols first of all. I can assign the number 3 point with the hex with the cube in the middle, the sort of squishy hex. So that's this one goes here. I've got 2 more I've got to find. I see another one. Number 2 is on the book. Can I read this now? No. The 2 goes to the 2 triangles in front of the other. So let's have a look at that. 2 goes to that one. And the number 1 key, it's going to be on one of these other tables, right? Oh no, here it is. The triangle with the triangle inside of it. So the one I almost clicked on back there. Oh, trying to back out further. Opening it up to a human heart. I thought there might be a human heart involved. I can't pick up the heart. I'm gonna switch all 3 of these on. I'm about to turn this heart on, aren't I? I'm about to start it beating again. Number 2. Oh, it's beating. We are actually bringing it back to life. The heart is the... Oh, so literally, by the way, when they say heart is the root of the soul, literally, the actual organ. Oh, God. number 3. I'm bringing a soul back, I think. Oh, someone's gonna come through that fucking door. Am I bringing our friend back to life? Oh, sweet Jesus in heaven. I think I've just gone to hell. And I've got to do the alignment. The door is right there. Someone's going to come through that fucking door. Okay. So the heart is the root of the soul. By reviving the heart, I have, I think, brought a soul back from the other life. Who's her, by the way, in the case of our friend? It might be Lucy. I think it's Lucy's heart. That the Monfalcon was experimenting upon. I think I just touch it. Ooh, we got absorbed by the gloop. Okay, I can move these. Alright. I gotta find the proper alignment. There's one half. Oh, it's changing the doors in the background. Look at all that. There it is. And I've been pulled through. Ah, tentacles! Back in the room, the original room. Oh, I've definitely let something out. I'm back in... No, I was always in that room. And a lovely little house, and I'm rushing out. Okay, I've released Cthulhu. That one's on me. So for that entire game, I was, like, physically in the Wonders of Science and Master of the Room. I'm not sure I've mastered the room. Okay. I've released... I'll read this in a second. I was always in the original room. I'd been pulled through the Null and was going through basically its history in order to align it with the heart, with Lucy's heart, I think, to bring the soul of someone back, to revive, to cheat death. And whatever eldritch horrors lived on, whatever Lovecraftian nightmares existed within that clockwork dimension, I seem to have brought with me back into this world, and that's probably not going to end well. Still, luckily, there are 2 more of these games in flat screen, and then there is a VR game. So we'll be going on to the room 3 next, but let's finish this one. Let's read it off in any case. Congratulations, you have completed the room 2. Where many have faltered, you have succeeded in discovering the many mysteries held within this most unique space. You fled the laboratory and escaped the confounded house where it all began. After much scientific study, I can only conclude that it is an absolute impossibility that the Null sample under my custody is the only one in existence. It stands to reason there must be a great number of somehow coordinated samples which exert some form of control over these curious events. Cracks through which the other side has been affecting our world. Professor de Monfalcon, 19th November 1903, which suggests that I might be in... Well, it might be more like I was thinking it was 1883, but I think we're early 19th century, pre-World War I. I think maybe in 1904 or 1905. I know that the VR game takes place in 1908, because it says it on the Steam listing. Alright, thank you for playing and purchasing the room 2. Small independent games developer, we truly believe in the power of word of mouth and goodwill from everyone who plays our games, so please let us know what you thought of the room 2 by recommending it or writing a review on us. I'll do you one better, I'll do a series on it. And my ultimate goal is, like, if you enjoy puzzle games, this is a good one. It's a very good one. It's a bit of fun. It's a bit frustrating at times, but it's genuinely, I like the vibe, I like the aesthetic, and I like the the fiddly puzzles. They're very enjoyable. So thank you for that. All right. There's more to conclude with. There's more to go about in the room 3. So I'll see you in that game next time. Later.